In this edition of reShape 333, I'm going to keep saying it. Most pastors have yet to choose it. More pastors are beginning to consider it. But it is a dramatic shift in the way that we will see the shape of the church moving forward. It will become normative, I believe, in the next generation. And I want to give it to you in the next 333 seconds. So let's get at it. Okay, let me stir the pot for just a few minutes. I don't want to argue that I'm 100% right. Maybe just 99. But what I want to do is swing the pendulum to a far side and let's have some conversation over there just for fun. For a lot of years now, I've been suggesting that the current model of church continues to be in large part Sunday-centric. It's what I did. That is, most pastors, if we're honest, are thinking, how do I get butts in seats on Sunday? Or now post-COVID, how do I get butts back in seats on Sunday? And I've been arguing as strongly as I possibly can that Sunday still matters. Of course it does, for a lot of reasons. But I'm also convinced that my conviction is growing, that the churches that continue to place all of their eggs in a Sunday basket, most, not all, but most, will increasingly see their attendance shrink. And that the ones that do grow will grow in large part by adding more Christians from other churches to their Sunday seats. Listen, look here. Engagement, not attendance, is the new metric. I believe, and I've been saying for years now, that the future of the church in Canada will not be grounded in a single site expression, but it will be grounded in a multiplicity of multiplied gatherings across 7 days. Let me say it again. Single site, single gathering, single location, single time. See you Sunday at 10:30 is not the model for the future. COVID didn't create that reality, but it certainly did accelerate it. And most pastors I would talk to agree with that. But very few churches have taken the steps to begin to move towards that new expression or that new model of being the church in our day. How do we engage people across 7 days? If Sunday is no longer sacred in our culture, if anger towards the institutional church is continuing to grow, if small is the new cool and conversation is the new tool, then how do we create more micro, more relational, more conversational types of gatherings where people come together, environments where people really begin to engage in relationship, engage in conversation? A church not solely Sunday, but a church that is distributed over 7 days. Tuesday evening dinner church gathering, a congregation in a cafe on a Thursday night, or maybe a Friday morning seniors complex church, or a Saturday morning congregation in a gym facility. Micro congregations of the same church distributed over 7 days with no intention whatsoever of shifting those butts to Sunday seats. Those gatherings, in fact, become their church. I tell you, it's as radical as Acts chapter 2, and it's a lot of fun to dream about. Now, I get it. I could be accused of doing what I used to criticize. You're just someone who stepped out of the pastoral chair and now is instructing those who remain in those chairs how to do their job. I don't want to do that. And I understand the shift I'm suggesting seems like a mountain that very few can possibly climb. And even if you did have the passion and the vision for it, you simply don't have the time to do it. Well, just hear me. You don't have to do it alone. And you shouldn't do it alone. I'm convinced, in fact, there is someone just as passionate as you, someone sitting in front of you in maybe one of your church chairs every Sunday that might share the same passion. And I would say work with them. Help them build a team. Let them loose. Just try an experiment for the next 12 or 18 months. You have absolutely nothing to lose. I'd love to hear what you think about this. I'd love to partner with you if you want to try an experiment. And I'd say to you, don't click away. There's some conversation starters coming up that might get the conversation rolling. Have some fun.